There are so many different tools that I've come to rely on in my business, but today I'm sharing with you the ones that I absolutely cannot live without as a founder and marketing consultant. My first business favorite is my waterproof notepad. Now, I cannot remember where this recommendation originally came from for me. It was probably some productivity guru online, but I have come to absolutely rely and depend on my waterproof notepads. It sounds crazy, I know, because what do I need waterproof notepads for as a marketing consultant? But the thing is, every time I step into the shower, I get so many ideas. I don't know if it's just that I'm taking that time away and suddenly my brain is being super creative, but it happens every time I shower to the point where it's become a problem. It's become so much of a problem that I actually have to buy my waterproof notepads in bulk because I get so many ideas to keep track of, and the more that I do that, the more content ideas I come up with. So by the time I'm done with a shower, I'll have like 4 pages full of content ideas that I then need to go and put into my productivity system. On a more practical note, the second item that I absolutely could not live without in my business is my standing desk. I'm somebody who likes to sit down and work on a task until it's done, and sometimes that takes longer than I originally planned. And when that happens, I can simply stand up at my desk and not interrupt my workflow. Plus, I can easily fit my walking treadmill underneath my desk to get in a few extra steps. Now, something that I need to do constantly throughout my day is film social media content. Currently, we're producing YouTube videos every day, podcast episodes twice per week, short form content as often as possible, as well as Instagram stories, client meetings, sales calls. All of that requires me to be on camera quite a lot. And lighting this office used to be a real project depending on the type of content I was creating and the camera that I was using to film it. However, I recently picked up this GVM video light and I am obsessed. Now when I need to film, all I need to do is turn on that light, turn on the light that lights my background, and record. I even use this light to light my office when meeting with clients and prospects. The reason why I love this light is because it's bright like the sun. It can be pitch black outside and you wouldn't even know because it does such an excellent job of lighting my space. The next item on my list that I absolutely cannot live without is my ultra-wide monitor. I got this monitor at the same time that I got my standing desk, and the two in combination have been absolutely game-changing. When I work, I constantly refer to different documents, switch between tasks, take meetings and notes at the same time, and the ultra-wide monitor has been key in helping me become more efficient as I work. It's seriously been such a lifesaver that when we travel and I have to work from my laptop, I feel like I can only get half the amount of things done because I constantly have to find what I did with that window or document that I need to refer to. Now, I actually used to have a different ultra-wide monitor that wasn't curved, and what I found was that it was like I was sitting too close to a TV all day long and my neck really hurt. So if you're somebody who's looking into getting your own ultra-wide monitor, I highly recommend getting one with a curve. My next business favorite is also a screen that I cannot live without, which is my iPad. In the spirit of not having to tab between programs, my iPad displays my calendar all day long. This way I know what meetings I have upcoming and I can see if anything is canceled or rescheduled without having to be in my inbox all day. Now, do I need an iPad specifically to display my calendar? No, a cheap tablet would probably work, but I already had this one, and so instead of buying something new, that is what displays my calendar. My next business favorite is pretty much everything from Vistaprint. Not sponsored, I just buy all of my marketing materials from Vistaprint. I find that they have great prices and great quality, and if something is poor quality, the reviews will let you know so you don't have to waste your money. I personally use Vistaprint to buy our branded pens, thank you letters, note cards, and these cute podcast stickers. Something that I love as a consultant is that I can have a surprise and delight strategy where I'm constantly sending thank you notes and little goodies, not only to my clients, but podcast guests that are on my podcast and to hosts that have me on their podcast. And while everything in this video is an absolute favorite, I think my absolute favorite is this next item, which is books. Books are seriously one of the best, most cost-effective ways to learn things to improve in your business. I love that I can find somebody who had the exact challenge that I'm going through and learn how they solve that and start implementing it in my business within a few hours. The simple act of reading has not only made me a more effective consultant, but it's also made me a better business leader. And I've learned more skills than I can count simply by reading a book. And if you're wondering what books I found most useful as a business owner, I break down my top recommendations if you're trying to hit 7 figures in your business in this video that you should watch next.